Hey witches, welcome to today's book review of Crystal Grids, How to Combine and Focus Crystal Energies to Enhance Your Life by Henry M. Mason and Brittani Petrofsky. If you guys are following the Witching Out Book Club, today's video is all about our November reading. This book was just released in April of 2016 by Llewellyn Books, so it's pretty new to the bookshelves, and Llewellyn is one of the publishing leaders for books on witchcraft and magic, so that's a pretty good stamp of approval from the get-go. Aesthetically, the book is very pleasing. The cover feels very waxy and reminds me of calcite. So I really like that it pulls me in with that texture that I very much associate with crystals and candles. It's also laid out in a really orderly fashion, which is a key for me. If I don't like the way a book is laid out, I definitely won't buy it. This book really just goes over everything from just the whole process of creating a crystal grid. It explores basic crystal structure, which shows you which type of crystal does what at its core. Most any crystal identifies as a seeker, enhancer, guardian, dispeller, barrier, or attractor, and it has those energies. That is determined from the geometric lattice from which the crystal grows. And this book goes all over that, and then further helps you tailor the crystals to your needs by exploring color and how that affects the crystal's energy. From there, you go on to explore 14 different grid shapes in the book, the actual elements of crystal grids, which teaches you the difference between focus stones, way stones, desire stones, and wands. And after that, there's a step-by-step tutorial on construction, all the way from cleaning your crystals to disassembling the grid. And on top of all that, there are 29 sample grids to get you going and a list of common stones with their corresponding crystal structure. So that list, though, I don't know, it could be a little longer in my opinion, but honestly, they didn't even have to include it. So it's just nice to have it in there. I've read so many books on witchcraft and magic, and I could usually knock them all out in about a week. But it took me about a month to read this because it has so much important information that you really want to take in. As you can see, I've pretty much highlighted the entire book. It's just really fantastic, all the stuff that's in here. And you don't really need any prior knowledge about crystals before reading it, so it's a great book for beginners. And even if you it even gives you advice on the emotions you need to pull from when constructing and using the grid daily, which I thought was really great for beginners. But there are two things I really didn't like, you know, it's not too bad, just two. So on page 78, there's a whole section about using the north, south, east, and west winds to cleanse your crystal before the whole grid making process. And honestly, this section kind of stuck out to me like a sore thumb because there are tons of ways to clean your crystals, and this just seemed very archaic and even excessive. And there's not really a lot of reasoning placed behind it, whereas the other topics discussed are heavily reinforced with logic and even science in many cases. And there's also a misprint on page 144 of the Romance Crystal Grid, which I know is definitely going to be a popular one, so you need to watch out for that. That grid, the shape that's used for it's the seed of life, but this is the wrong grid. As you can see, that's a pentagon. So that's about all I've got to say about the negative side of this book because I just really absolutely love it. I give it 5 stars because out of 175 pages, 173 of them are just indispensable. So look for Crystal Grids, How to Combine and Focus Crystal Energies to Enhance Your Life at your local bookstore in the New Age section, and be sure to learn more from me, your host Michael Shirley, every weekday on witchingout.com.